Gacha games are easily one of the most popular and lucrative games a company can make. Whether it is an easy cash grab or a genuinely well-made game with gacha elements, there will always be a large amount of individuals who will spend their hard-earned money to get characters or weapons or whatever the case may be. And speaking of making high-quality gacha games, two companies come to mind specifically and quickly: Hoyoverse and Kuro Games. Both of these major companies are easily considered big dogs in the gacha space, or, well, Hoyoverse is like a looming fucking force of tragedy and sadness.
Can we do first 10 pull stuff, Homa? Fuck!
Who was also responsible for making one of, if not the most successful gacha games of all time, aside from the casinos in Vegas. Kuro Games is currently working on a new post-apocalyptic sci-fi open-world gacha called Wuthering Waves, and I am one of the many people who are looking forward to it, and also a little bitter that I didn't actually make it into the CBT2. This game, in and of itself, I know for a fact, as things are, will not be as popular as Genshin is, or for a lack of hope, may ever be. However, I am not saying that you shouldn't give the game your support or think it will be a disappointment. The hype Kuro Games fans have for this upcoming title is immeasurable, as mentioned in my last video referring to a topic similar to this. It does in fact sport a variety of different gameplay mechanics from this channel's subscribers' favorite game, Punishing Gray Raven, as well as sporting a variety of enjoyable mechanics and features from games similar to itself and Genshin Impact. However, I am not losing hope for Kuro Games to also be considered a massive big dog in the yard that is currently owned by Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse has 3 popular games that is loved by a variety of different people within both gacha and non-gacha loving communities. Games like, obviously, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, and Honkai Impact 3rd. Now these 3 games' popularity was at one point each respectively a monumental success for Hoyoverse. During these games' peak, there had only been a handful of other gachas that you could consider quote-unquote competing with the superpowered company. However, I believe that Kuro Games might be able to be a significant threat to Hoyo's throne if they do these few things. For one, Kuro Games, at least in America, has extremely terrible marketing techniques. There are probably a lot of people who enjoy Hoyoverse's games and may still not even know about PGR. Of course, the PR team for Genshin Impact has just been absolutely shitting out advertisement after advertisement after advertisement. Most cringe.
I played Genshin Impact for 2 weeks and got to level 15.
I played for 1 week and got to level 20.
I also played for 1 week and just hit level 30.
And some actually well made. Now, recently, the Punishing Gray Raven YouTube channel has been doing some interesting techniques when it comes to promoting the game. Now, this is all well and good, but it needs more. Dare I say, maybe even make more cringe adverts. Maybe go on ahead and collaborate with PGR CCs who are willing to show off the game and promote it to bigger audiences. I know this won't make a significant difference overnight, but when looking at the bigger picture, with the doorway open to PGR CCs to assist in making gameplay adverts or overall talking about the game, it will make people who enjoy the game, as well as people who overall want to grow, feel not only more inclined to play it, but also attempt to get that sweet company player interaction to help both parties grow. This isn't even counting if Wuthering Waves social medias do the same thing as well. More community interaction involving promotion for both of their games will certainly get more eyes on Kuro Games in general, which will be a major plus, as the company will feel even more inclined to not only show off, but to also improve the game further, make more attention-grabbing units, as well as increase the overall quality of life features for the game. This is, of course, because of the bigger audience. Now, the second thing that can be done to help solidify Kuro Games as a potential threat to Hoyoverse's revenue is to make a 3rd game. What game, you say? How about a turn-based action RPG game similar to another Hoyoverse sci-fi game a few of you actually love? If Kuro Games makes a game in their own style that utilizes a turn-based aspect, they would be successfully fighting a war on all fronts. PGR versus Impact 3rd, Genshin versus Wuthering Waves, and their own turn-based game versus Star Rail. Since Wuthering Waves and Punishing Gray Raven are both set in a sci-fi setting, this will give Kuro Games an opportunity to play around with a new genre and style of gameplay mechanics and aesthetic that will assist in attracting a large variety of audiences. Now, myself, along with the many other usuals who watch this channel, love the sci-fi action that both PGR and Wuthering Waves brings to the table. But I certainly entrust them with making a game of a different genre. I am confident in Kuro Games' ability to create an attention-grabbing PGR/Wuthering Waves level turn-based gacha based on something like a kingdom, magic, or even some form of eldritch horror-like vibe. After all, we've seen just how dark and creative they can get based off the bosses designed in PGR. Some of these guys are the stuff of fucking nightmare. If they are able to successfully spread their teams efficiently enough to make such a game, then I believe this will get many people to notice them even more and even bring more people to play. Punishing Gray Raven's gacha is arguably one of the best gachas in terms of character acquisition. The game literally throws so many good, well-rounded, strong characters at you left and right, with only 60 researches or wishes to obtain the character you want on a featured banner without worrying about any form of 50-50. Save enough or just overall be patient and passively accumulate the currency without actively trying to grind them. By just playing the game, you will be able to acquire the character you want exactly without much stress. If they are able to incorporate this into a third turn-based game, it will already have something better than Star Rail, which is character acquisition. I strongly believe with both of these things being done, they may eventually be able to live up to what so many people have been wanting for years. Something that can eventually be evolved into a thing that is considered a Genshin killer. At this point, I've heard the Genshin killer statement and predictions thrown around for a handful of games, some slightly successful in their own right, others a total failure, and some that just hasn't come out yet. At this point, it just feels like Hoyoverse is holding on to an Undertaker-like streak, and so far, they're undefeated. But I genuinely want to hold out hope and believe that one day, Kuro Games will be able to create something that can actually top Hoyoverse's creations on the charts. When will this be? I have no idea. Personally, I don't think it will be soon, but still, there's nothing stopping a brother from huffing some good old copium, right? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I have one more thing to say. Tectone, if you end up reacting to this video, man, I just gotta say, thank you again. For the extra eyes you put on my channel, I got myself a tiny little dedicated audience here, and I'm real grateful, my man. This is a step in a direction I really wanted to go in, and I can't thank the rough and tough egghead enough. Keep getting those gains in the gym, dude. Anyways, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, and peace.